In this video I show you two simple tricks how you can solve the most mentioned problems with the sheaths from the Victorinox Venture knives. So stay tuned. Hello YouTube, welcome to another video about the Victorinox Venture collection. These are the new outdoor fixed blade from Victorinox. In the days after the launch, the different social media platforms was flooded with Victorinox Venture posts. In my perception, the most of them was positive. Thank you so much for so many positive feedbacks. And of course, we also received negative feedbacks. Most of them was not happy with the Venture knife sheath. The most mentioned problems are the rattling problem and the soft retention in the knife sheath. For some users, this retention is enough. For other users, this is much too soft. So to be honest, I can understand these feedbacks, and in my opinion, it's super important to take these feedbacks seriously. But on the other side, this sheet is not the end of the world. This sheet is not totally useless. This sheet makes what the sheet has to make, so plus a bit more, because you can make music. But if the apocalypse starts tomorrow, this is not the reason. And of course, this is not the best sheet I ever held in my hand. And I'm also not 100% happy, and I hope that Victorinox will improve that. But I guess 80% of the users is fine with this sheet. Before I start to show you my tricks, I want to make sure that you understand that these tricks are not a Victorinox recommendation. These tricks are just how Felix Immler, as private person, fixed these sheet problems on his own Venture knives. I have 3 of them, and these tricks works perfect, but it's good possible that you lose the Victorinox warranty if you do that. So if you do that, you make this on your own responsibility. Now I would like to dive a little bit deeper into the 3 most mentioned problems of the sheet. And if I have, I want to give you a proposal how you can solve this problem. Problem number 1. If you want to put back your knife in the sheet and you're not 100% straight, it can happen that the knife stuck in the sheet before the knife snaps in, like this. And then you need sometimes a second or even a third attempt that you can put back the knife like this. And this can be annoying. For this problem, I don't have a solution. I hope that the Victorinox engineers can improve the guidance. But if you know a do-it-yourself solution for this problem, please let me know in the comment section below. The second problem is this, the rattle problem. And yes, I can understand that you wish a knife sheath without forward, back and sideways play. But in my opinion, this problem is totally overrated. This is only a problem if you hold the sheet in the hand and if you shake it. As soon you wear the knife on a belt or in a backpack, for me this isn't really a problem. Look at this. If I make normal movements, this is never a problem. Never, never, never. But the thing is, I can't define what is a problem for you. I can only define what's a problem for me. And that's why I want to show you a simple solution to solve this rattling problem. You just need 5 centimeters of paracord. You can take out the inner threads, so you just need the coat. And now I try to make a picture from inside the sheet that I can show you where you have to place this piece of paracord. Now I try to place the paracord like this inside the sheet, that these two guidance rods at the bottom hold the paracord. So. Look at this. This is just perfect. Zero rattle problems. And the best is the paracord can't fall out because the paracord is squeezed between these two guidance rods. Perfect. So this is not my invention. I saw this trick on the YouTube channel from Jeff Allen. The link to his channel you find in the description box below. The third and last point from the most mentioned problems with the Victorinox Venture Sheath is the retention. The retention is actually the force you need to pull out the knife. And there are many people who are happy with the retention out of the box, but there's for sure also a group of people who say, I need a much tighter seat, a much stronger retention. It's important to know that on the Victorinox Venture and on the Venture Pro are some features where the blade guard is on when you use the feature. For example, the spoon carving tool, the hex hole if you drill a hole, or on the Venture Pro, the pivot point for bow drill. And that's why I tend to belong to the second group, so I would wish a stronger retention. Now, I'll show you a simple trick how you can increase the retention. But please keep in mind that you can lose the Victorinox warranty if you do that. Now I want to show you how much you have to squeeze the sheet that you get a higher retention. So this is the knife out of the box, and on this sheet I already made the hot water trick. So here I have about 41.4 millimeters, and here I have 40.9 millimeters. So that means on this knife I squeeze the sheet about 0.5 millimeter. Now I want to show you how this trick works. First step is to put 5 centimeters water in a pan, something like this. Then heat up the water. If the water is boiling, put in the sheet for 1 minute. After a minute, take out the sheet and squeeze it about 2 millimeters in the vise, so like this. Now I let cool down the sheet. You can also cool down the sheet with water. Now you can take out the sheet and let's test what's happened with the retention. And hey, yeah, that's perfect. Can you hear that? If the retention is still too soft, you have to repeat this process. But in my case, it's absolutely perfect. And you know the best? The rattle problem is also gone. Super. I don't know what happened. If I go 1,000 times in and out, in and out, in and out, probably you get a little ditch here and the retention gets softer, but we will see. So my friends, that's it for today. For those who are not happy with the Victorinox Venture Sheath, I hope I could give a tip how you can solve your problem. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and see you next Friday with the next Venture video. Ciao!